Greetings, I'm Tim of Govberg, and welcome to the World of Zenith. Today, I'll be your guide to the Zenith Heritage Pilot Extra Special in bronze. It's important to note that this is an automatic winding watch, but it can be manually wound should it run down. Simply thread out the screw-in style onion crown until it pops into the released position. Now at this point, simply wind in a clockwise motion 20 to 30 times until you see the seconds hand begin to advance. Now at this point, you can put the watch on the wrist, screw the crown back down flush to the case, and the natural course of action on the wrist via the winding rotor will fully energize the watch. But should you wish to fully energize the timepiece up to its maximum rated power reserve of approximately 50 hours, simply continue turning the crown. You cannot accidentally overwind this automatic winding timepiece, as the bridle style mainspring is designed to slip to relieve excess tension. Now, it's important to note that the watch winds in that first position, and it sets in the second position. The watch should always be set in a clockwise motion. Once done, always thread the crown back into its threaded sleeve. There's a good reason for this. Only when threaded in completely can the watch meet its rated water resistance of 100 meters. And on that note, it's important to note all of the restrictions pertaining to water exposure with the watch. First and foremost, the oily nubuck leather strap featured on this timepiece is a special unit designed to evoke vintage aviation wear. Of course, aviators stay high and dry, so no leather should ever be submerged or exposed to extreme moisture, as the porous natural material will degrade rapidly in the presence of water. However, the watch does have a 100-meter water resistance, which is sufficient for aquatic activity such as shallow snorkeling, diving, and of course swimming. However, additional handling restrictions apply to ensure that this 100-meter hermeticity is retained. First, the crown should always be screwed back into its position flush against the case. Second, when the watch is submerged or when there's water on the flanks of the case, simply don't use the crown. Leave it threaded in until the watch is dry, as attempting to use the functions of the crown, especially translationally, pushing it in and pulling it out, can bypass the seals and introduce moisture to the interior of the watch. This has catastrophic consequences. Finally, water resistance, even 100-meter water resistance, is not a static feature of a timepiece, and it will change over time. It will degrade as seals age and lubricants dry up. So Zenith recommends an annual water test with an authorized dealer, minimally every year, of course, to make sure that the watch retains that 100-meter water resistance, the hermeticity promised by the factory. Now, it's also important to note that there are handling restrictions with respect to magnetism and shock. Now, magnetism is significant because a fine mechanical caliber, such as this Elite Caliber 679, has a metallic hairspring within its balance. This is the heartbeat of the watch. Now, powerful magnets can alter the timing of the watch by magnetizing that hairspring. And magnets are more common than you may suspect in daily use. They're featured on the closure mechanisms of purses and wallets, the doors of refrigerators, high-powered wiring looms in the home and office, speakers, subwoofers, and of course MRI equipment. Keep the watch remote from all of these. If you suspect that it's become magnetized, take it to an authorized retailer of Zenith where specialized equipment is available to quickly and easily demagnetize the watch. Now, with respect to shock and high-impact sports, there are additional handling advisories. When using firearms for target practice, when engaged in equestrian sports or rough motorcycling such as dirt biking or mountain biking, or when engaged in activities such as tennis and golf, it's important to take the watch off before engaging in such activities, as a fine mechanical caliber can be damaged by extreme impacts. Now, it's also important to note that this is the debut of bronze in the Zenith family of watches, and bronze is a unique material such that each watch cast in bronze will develop a unique patina over time, such that no two will look exactly alike. Now, this patina can be left, as the bronze is designed to age without hazard to the watch itself. However, it can be refinished upon return to Zenith for a clean, unadorned bronze look. It's entirely up to the discretion of the owner. Simply be advised that bronze is a more dynamic case material with respect to patina than conventional titaniums, steels, and precious metals. Now, furthermore, it's important to note that service is critical with a fine mechanical watch, and the manufacturer Zenith advises service every 3 to 5 years on the caliber within. Now, this should be done exclusively at factory boutiques or authorized independent dealers of Zenith, as these agencies alone have the trained personnel, specialized equipment, and original factory replacement parts to maintain the integrity of your watch both as an instrument and as an investment. Moreover, only these agencies are able to back all of the work performed and parts employed with a Zenith factory service warranty. Finally, visit our website, govbergwatches.com, and text, email, or call our experts, who will be happy to walk you through the entire ownership experience, including care and maintenance of any Zenith timepiece.